Now, we begin.
Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Darius back with some more Illaoi gameplay, and today I have an absolute beautiful game in the ugliest way possible. This is a game I didn't think was going to be a video, but it would be a shame to not show y'all something so unique and different, where in order for me to win this game in high elo, right, so this is Grandmasters, the only way to do it was to completely change my playstyle altogether and do things that were extremely uncomfortable. So here, to start, Darius is getting a great trade-off on me. Definitely a misplay by me to let him land the E there. And we're running versus an Elise Darius, so I know from experience ahead of time that this is going to be a very, very rough time, especially with the early flash burn. I ward because I know that Elise is going to be coming. My goal here is to try to get level 2 as quick as possible so I can start trying to clear out this minion wave, because what will happen is Elise is going to end up trying to dive me. Even at full health, I can't win this. I'd have to use Slash to outplay. This is a very clean and easy dive for them to execute on. And I am by no means fooled. This feels terrible. You have to just let the whole thing crash in. You have to trust that your Lee Sin can make enough work with the time that Elise is going to commit to this topside play to make it worth your while. But the thing is, just running up and dying isn't going to work. Lux tries to rotate and help out, but what ends up happening is, because Lee Sin is on the bot side of the map, and it does open up the lane for me to go get some CS, what happens is Talon collapses and they just have a 3-man collapse, so Lux really shouldn't have done that, but I appreciate the sentiment of trying to help me in my time of need, because that was disgusting. So we have, if you look at Lee Sin, he's taking their chickens. We have, you know, nulled the threat for now, but I am a flashless Illaoi, and I understand that by no means does that mean I'm out of the woods. Elise players will sit top for literally the first 5 levels. And as you can see, she just came right back. I'm hoping healing will help. Maybe I should have kept walking. Yeah, in retrospect, I should have walked a little bit more, because if I don't take that auto attack from Darius, I probably get out. So this is all snowball effect from my level 2, my level 1 flash, actually, that I have to utilize. If I had flashed there, then I wouldn't die. But the important thing so far has been that I was willing to walk away from the turret and just give up the minions at level 2, because I die there if I stay under turret. You know, a lot happened in that time, so I couldn't explain it, but basically, if I stay, I just end up dying and I give up the minions anyway, so I'm better off just leaving and not giving them the gold. They still ended up getting me, but at the very least, Lee Sin was able to counter jungle a little bit. And the story of this game is really going to be about how I do something very, very different in my approach to get us out of this game without inting. Because by all means, this is a game that most players would probably int. Honestly, I've inted a million times. That's why I've learned how to play around it. Elise Darius, it's just obnoxious. At least players will always just do this to most top laners, especially if their top lane they're playing with it has any form of CC. So Darius EW is all you need. Here I'm trying to the slow push to try to create some sort of a defense by utilizing the minion wave. Now I need to see where Elise. I really need to see where Elise is. So now I'm just kind of watching for her. I don't have flash, so I'm very exposed. I might walk up for a Q, but there's no way I can walk up this minion wave. So I know where Elise is now at the very least. So I feel more comfortable like going up and Wing. I would never W if I didn't know where Elise was. Now it's just a rush for level 6. Yeah, and Talon left mid to top side. So there's a lot of pressure on me. They're basically putting a lot of pressure on me. And ultimately, this will happen all the time. Illaoi is a very weak champ. Enemy teams know that. Enemy players know that. And they will try to put pressure on me to basically try to shut me down and get me to int. And it's one of the big downsides of playing Illaoi in high elo, is pretty much everyone knows how weak you are, and then how to play around you. Missing that E means I have to beeline the crap out of there. And again, it feels like Elise is probably top. We don't have any vision of her. Actually, we just saw the bush and I pinged it on the map. So we do know she is top side, which is what I predicted. And my jungle predicted it as well. And what basically means I have no prio. Like, I have to play... I'm playing weak side. But I'm not the carry, right? If we're playing weak side and Elise is being very inefficient in her pathing to try to shut me down, then it is what it is. We have to rely a little bit on our teammates, and we also have to rely on our own ability to not run it down. Lee Sin's hovering me here. I don't think Lee Sin should have done this, hover on me. I don't think we really, you know, I don't know. So Lee Sin's up catching Lee Sin at their buff, but Lee Sin doesn't realize that we have neither mid nor top prio. I mean, there's no prio. I'm gonna try to turn this. Obviously, in retrospect, I didn't think with, you know, just boots and literally no AD items, he would absolutely destroy me like that. So I probably should have flashed. I thought I'd be able to turn it a little bit. But that full sack passive at the start just absolutely is miserable. So this is really bad. I mean, Darius has 3 kills. Darius is absolutely a problem. There isn't too much I could have done, to be honest, but I'm handling it the best I can. I'm not tilting. I'm just gonna keep chugging along. Try to play to our win conditions, which are really bot lane. We have a really good bot lane player, this dog player, Challenger, ADC. They're an ADC player who I know of just from playing in games, and they don't really lose their cool too often for an ADC player at least. So I know we have a good like bot lane to play through. And I just need to basically be supportive and play to them. I would love to push here. I would love to go get that plate. But if you go get that plate, you're dead. If you were watching this and you said, I would have gotten that plate, dirty mobs, you are wrong. You're just objectively wrong. Even with the lead spot, no ult, Darius would just run up, ghost. Even if you use goats, I don't know if you use it with Lee Sin, but if I'm up and he flanks me or something, I straight up lose. So we can't do that. And we didn't know Elise was bot until right around the time I recalled. If Elise is top 2, which is very likely, Elise players will absolutely do that. When you go versus Elise, especially in Hyela, you just have to think of what is the cheesiest play the enemy player can make, and they will always make that play. Now the beauty is, look at that movement. Look at the bait. I baited that. I went, okay, getting my W interrupted there is really bad. Beautiful. We're running into a Talon, and we know that thanks to the Lux ping, so I'm kind of sitting back to give him a W out. And I'm kind of staying near my tentacles as well, so that if Talon jumps over the wall or something, I'm still strong. Because remember, without tentacles, Illaoi's not strong. So many people don't understand this about Illaoi. No tentacles, no ult, no damage. None. Zip. Nada. Alright, maybe if I'm really far ahead and I have like Divine Sunder and I can just W spam you, sure. But if I'm remotely even, my power is just not there. So we're pushing. I would love to push that all the way in, but I'm kind of feeling the vibe of like we just saw the plant burst on our side of top jungle. And with Darius's timing of coming back to lane, I just can't. Like, and Darius came through the river, and Elise was at Rift with Bard. I couldn't go for plate again. So again, if you would have gone for that plate, it's just not risk-reward oriented to be a good play. Now, one thing to note is Elise players are cheesy. So watch what I'm about to do here. You think I was born yesterday? No. I know what y'all are doing. Yeah, I know you and Bard are there. Come on, get out of here. Put a little chat. Yeah, I'm getting really annoyed. Put a little chat. Seriously. Yeah. I mean, it's honestly shameless. It's such a shameless playstyle. Like really shouldn't have died mid because we knew where Bard was. But we knew Bard was top. And that if Bard's gonna path back to bot side, then he's gonna have to go through mid. Now I would love to stop this Rift from taking this turret. And I could do it, it's very risky. Because you know Elise is still here. You already know. It's just not worth. I'm so far behind Darius. I'm so weak to the 1v2. They have so much burst damage. It's really not worth. And I have no support. Now to get this far in this position, 1 and 2 is amazing. Now I have Lux and Darius here, so I'm gonna go for a little risky play. I can use my flash to get out. That kick was really bad for me, by the way. I need to be able to W back to the spirit to put damage output. Oh, he tried to dodge the Darius Q healing flash. I have a lot of lag there, FPS lag. I need to get a new computer. Jeez. But that worked out very well. Talon made a move to bot side. And with Lux resetting and Lee Sen resetting, they were both able to move over. So we had a 3v2 advantage. And this is where Darius's and Elise's play style that they've been playing to backfires. Like, you know, which it can do. It's a very aggressive play style. And aggressive play styles can be punished and can lead to throws. And this finally buys me a little bit of breathing room to get some farm, and I missed the cannon. I have no time to farm, and I missed the cannon. Love to see it. Again, ideally, I'd want to push the wave all the way to the turret. If you look at the minimap right now, you see it's not all the way under the turret. It's just... Alright, so I alluded to the fact that I would change my playstyle drastically this game. And you're going to see that. I don't split push at all this game. Maybe I should have given you the spoilers out of time. I can't split push this game. Darius alone in the 1v1, you have to be like at least close, if not ahead. I was behind. And then you add on to the fact that Elise will always try to rotate. Anytime I push up, she will always be there to try to 1v2 me. Pretty much any split push is a losing proposition. So what I need to do is actually just spam group. I need to be, and the team fights you're going to see a very different playstyle for me. Typically in team fights, I like to get up in front, I like to land E, flash hold, get damage output. I played this game very happy feet or light-footed. I play it more like, you know, a ballerina than a linebacker. And something really annoying right now is that Darius is just perma-freezing top. Again, not much I can do. The best thing I can do is utilize the fact that I have teleport and try to play the map better. No, whatever. One thing this teleport does do is it causes Darius to go, hey, Illaoi's on the map, I should break the freeze, which then lets me go back and actually collect some farm. So that was a nice thing that this teleport, even though the teleport wasn't actually that good, it did finally get Darius to stop freezing. And perma-freezing was the correct play. I mean, and again, it's just one more, like, brick in the wall of tearing me down this game. Their team has put everything into their resources to make sure I cannot play this game. But I still find ways to be useful. I still do a significant amount of damage. And I still help my team get the win. Here, the only scary thing is that Darius could have stayed in that bush. I'm making the bet. I'm making the call that he's actually resetting and going to Drake. So I'm going to use this time just to get a little bit of farm before I hit the Drake. Oh, I do want Divine Sunder. That's part of the reason. I wanted that 700 gold. There aren't really any good mythics this game. Gore Drinker doesn't seem that good. Divine Sunder is okay. A little bit of healing, but... None of them are great. Maybe I should have gone like a tank item like Frostfire Gauntlet. Just become a tank, because that's really all I am. I'm just an E. I'm an E bot and a tank. Beautiful blindy. I also buy a lot of pinks because I want to make sure I have somewhere in these fights where I have vision control that I can play around to land these. Oh, let's go. Stupid spiders. Spamming the lantern to get out. Nice. Easy killing the Elise. Really good pick off. Yep, dodge Q. Caitlyn just steps too far up. Help out. I miss the under Talon's little wall jump crap. We just can't hit this guy. Lee Sin, I think, overextends and gets caught. But so does Caitlyn. The team fights are so interesting in this game, and you're going to see a lot of them. This game is basically pure team fighting. And it's interesting because our team, except for Lee Sin a couple times, our team pretty much in unison agrees that we need to play back constantly. Me and Thresh are constantly pulling back. We're constantly playing off each other's lanterns and hooks. We're constantly peeling for Lux and Jhin. We're pretty much all aligned on the win condition of this game, which is Lux and Jhin, and then we're peeling back and protecting them as the enemy team is diving aggressively. Because what the enemy team is doing is they're taking their Talon, their Elise, their Darius, and they're just trying to run at us. So if we can peel back and just use our abilities to put out damage and keep our carries alive, it's pretty effective. It's really awkward. Like for an Illaoi, incredibly awkward to play this way. It's really not how the champion feels like it should be played. It feels like you should land ease and then like get in front of people. So, but I'm actually even levels with Darius, which is amazing because I haven't been able to split push. I've lost a lot of minions to Elise's pressure and the freeze that Darius set up earlier. And this dragon fight is still going on. This is the same dragon from like 2 minutes ago. And you'll see my farm this game is atrocious. And this is why if you gauge your games on just purely CS, you're going to be disappointed with the outcomes. Because if I'd played purely to like trying to optimize my gold this game, I would have been probably 0-5 at this point. And I don't know if y'all know this, but your gold optimization at 0-5 usually isn't very good. We do have flash hold, so we're ready to go this game. Or this fight. Beautiful. Again, I ult and peel back. I don't run at them. I just sit back and I sit back. But all my tentacles do work. Take the lantern backwards, try to help with Talon. Beautifully young Caitlyn. Flash out, just keep running. We're down a player right now, it's 4v3. This is where it gets really awkward. I had to land an E there. He goes for the steal, doesn't get it. We're gonna try to peel for him. It's hard to hit anything. Woo! Unfortunate we lost to Drake. But we really needed to kill Talon when he dove us at that one part where we lost Thresh. That was really the key decider if he was going to get Drake. Because whoever dies there means we're down, you know, that team's down a player, and then it's a lot easier to play off of. Now, what do? Do I go split push? No, I don't. Because there's no win condition for me split pushing. There isn't one. Is this incredibly inefficient? Yes. Is it really bad for my gold per minute? Yes. Does it mean I'm going to do very little damage? Yes. And do I hate playing this way? Absolutely. It feels terrible. Because, you know, you have teleport dirty mobs. You should be, like, trying to get Darius to split top and then teleport to the team fight and then use the numbers advantage. Beautiful. Beautiful prediction on the E. But what actually happens is I go to split push and then Elise and Bard. Oh, by the way, Bard, terrible to split push first. Really easy for the enemy team to get position on you. So just another reason to never split push ever. Thresh is a great pick in the Bard because, from what I can tell, because if Bard tries to pick out one person with their ult, Thresh can always be nearby to lantern them out. Very, very big kudos to everyone this game, I think. Our bot lane, Lux played great, bot lane did great, Thresh had amazing lanterns and hooks. And now we can finally go bot for a second because it's so pushed up. And the only person really down here is probably going to be Talon. We see Elise kind of bot side-ish, but we just know not to push up then unless we see Elise stay mid. We are 2 levels down on Talon, but if he all-ins us and we E him, we can definitely win a 1v1. So this is like the only time I can ever get CS ever, is I know where Darius is, and I know where Elise is, and I'm alone. And here I am looking for a teleport to a team. But they end up getting a kill, so it works out really well. I did not mean to move there. That was a mess up. I'm gonna build Xerxes second. What I'm noticing this game as it's playing out, and it's the reason I build the way I do, is I am basically just a land E and run away and hope I don't die. So I just want things that don't let me die. Xerxes is really good at that. I'll try to go Gargoyle Sunplay probably after that. Just so I can be alive as long as possible. The longer I'm alive, the more they have to spend time focusing me, the less time they're focusing our Jhin. And just quick to teleport. Really nice E on the Elise. Darius just goes off here. I meant to block that, I just messed it up. Yeah, Darius just goes off here. This is really the biggest misplay of the game, was Lee Sin overcommitting to kill Bard. I mean, it's a Bard, like, you don't have to go all in. You know, you go for the pick, Bard manages to get out, the whole team's there, just get to the lantern and get out with Thresh. So that was not good. Now, luckily, he entered early enough to where we can reset, get to Drake, and it's kind of nice that Darius won't have flash for this. So that's like the silver lining. Is, yeah, that was pretty bad. Yeah, Darius got a lot of gold, but no flash for Drake? Worth? We'll see. Yeah. Lux needs to reset, no health, no mana. And you see me bringing the wards again, just trying to make areas of control that I can utilize to land some ease. And dodge their skill shots. This game is literally just team fights at Drake decide the game. Really nice hook. Okay. Beautiful Q by Lux. Bad aim. You see me just kiting out, resetting. Fight. Blend the E. Heal off of my W's. Give the team something to damage. I know there's like Talon and Bard kind of here, around here. Kind of weird. Oh! Big play from Thresh. And a Wind Dragon for us. Again, my intuition is to flash ult into the team, but here I make the smart decision to land E and then ult, so that tentacles spawn and do a lot of damage, and just get the crap out and just start trying to heal off of what I can. Very unusual playstyle for me, but you have to be adaptive if you want to make it high elo. And that's part of, I think that's part of experience paying off as well. I've been in enough of these games where I would flash hold in and just die. It's not very good. But maybe I shouldn't do that. I found myself lately adapting my playstyle a lot more. I think my playstyle has become, even though I hate it, I think my playstyle is becoming more move to the team oriented, and I've seemed to be getting a good payoff from it. As opposed to my typical, like, just try to min-max, like, farming side lanes and creating pressure in side lanes. It just seems to pay off less and less. Even here, you know, typically, old me would just say bot and push it out as far as I can. But I don't think that's the way to win this game. Like, Bard is just so good at creating a pick really quickly. Same with Elise. That even if this playstyle does lead to inefficient times, like right now it's pretty inefficient. I mean, I'm down, you know, I should be at 270 CS, I'm at 160. More times than not, it's, I think, the better play this game. And it pains me to say that. The thing, so I really just want to get to stage right now. Yeah, I kind of thought this was kind of bad, but then I was like, hey, Thresh can just save me. Cool. Cool beans. Obviously, our team really likes to be in these like little area pathways that they don't have vision of and try to get like a Lux Q or an Elise E. I just want to get to stage right now. I'm just like, please, can I get any gold? Please, I need 100. Anyone? And it's so scary to leave the team even for 5 seconds to go farm this real quick. It's so scary because the moment you show is the moment that Bard goes, hey, let's go. Let's fight right now. So you see, even like, I don't even want to say for the cannon. I'm just watching the minimap. I'm watching all these players just propagate near each other. It's so stressful. Now, I'm actually, you know, Darius also has not been farming very much. Part of the problem is Darius doesn't have teleport. And if I'm constantly grouping, it does force Darius to not be able to farm side lanes either. So basically, it nullifies this idea of they win in the split push. Darius could commit to the split push harder, which he probably should have. But it's so stressful when you're in solo queue, because solo queue isn't a organized situation. You know, in theory, the enemy team shouldn't ever fight unless let Darius split push and do that thing. But in practice, players forget or get bored or whatever. Yeah, so this kind of sucked. Missy, this talent is really hard to land these on. We keep playing to what we can with like Lux Qs and my E's. I actually have no idea what's going on over there. I'm so focused on protecting Jhin because I keep thinking Elise is just going to try to dive Jhin when he's ulting. That I don't take my eyes off of it. Now we're going to play to Drake again. We do have flash ult. Every flash we've had has been used at Drake. And that's optimal. We really should be using flash as the team fight tool to reposition or create chaos or whatever. I'm gonna go for a blindy on Elise here. We know Elise is killing my tentacle. No, not quite. Provide assistance. Try to land E's, try to land Thresh Qs, try to land Lux Qs. My FPS dropped to 30, that's beautiful. Oh! Oh, bye-bye, Bard. We're kind of getting... this talent, if I just landed an E on him ever. Nice, big pick. Beautiful. It's really playing to our strengths. Nice. That was really scary. Because what we were trying to do was not get Drake. I think for the most part everyone stopped on Drake. I don't know if anyone on our team was still hitting it. I'm not sure. But you're done. Yeah, we're just playing the picks and it's working. Baron's really hard to pull because Bard can constantly get his teammates to Baron very, very quickly. Beautiful. Uh-oh, kind of clunky though. Ah! So much move speed. Three dragons, 2. If we can get Infernal Soul, it's really, really valuable. Ooh, I can finally get some farm. Look at top lane. I get stopwatch. I'm not gonna build stopwatch into anything, but at this point in the game, if you've noticed how teamfights play out, the longer I live, the better off we do. And again, a lot of damage gets poured into me as I'm on the front line. So what I'm going to do is use stopwatch to stall some sort of fight out and make it really awkward for the enemy team. So like I land E, I ult, and then I W and stopwatch. It gets me healing, and it also keeps me alive longer. And it can absolutely turn a fight, and it's only 650 gold. It's a beautiful thing to pick up if you know what you're looking for. Situationally. Again, we have not farmed very much. We were at 160 at 27 minutes. We have farmed to 19. 7 minutes. That is not very good. But it's part of me being more selfless as far as just selfish. Just buying into this idea of our win condition being our really good team fighting and our synergy between Lux and Jhin. Alright, don't judge me here. Don't judge me on this ult. I'll explain after. I'll just let it play out a little bit. I thought I had flash, okay? I was flash ulting onto that Bard. If you look at how I clicked, I ulted and I was spamming onto the Bard. I was hitting the flash. But no flash. That was kind of awkward. Felt real dumb. The game's going to come down to this next Drake. Which is in a minute. And if we get it, we get Infernal Soul, and our percentage chance of winning the game just is so high at that point. So what I do is I bought Stopwatch and I bought a potion as well. The idea is I'm not going to complete Gargoyle and Stoneplate. It's not happening for this Drake. I have hardly any gold at all. So what I want to do is just make myself as useful as possible right now. Nice little E. Not going to do too much damage, but it'll spawn tentacles, which can always be helpful. Oh, almost hit Bard. Kind of spooky. I seem to play to Jhin. Block that for Jhin. Lee Sin's mobile. Flinty. I'm so bad. They're just playing around every EX throw. Really spooky. We're actually split. This is really awkward. If you look at the minimap. Nice. Woo! Gen damage. Nice. So yeah, I put my faith in the correct character this game, which is our Gen. I'm getting Infernal Soul. I didn't even have to use Stopwatch or Flash, so we have that for the next fight that's going to happen. And the side lanes are in really good shape for me to go farm a little bit. Again, I get a little bit of farm, yay! I have teleport, so I'll go bot and I'll just push out a little bit. I won't go too far, but I'll farm a little bit. And likely teleport to the fight. Yeah. So again, not pushing out too far. Grump. Any gold I can get right now is really, really valuable. Only level 15, so second lowest player on the team. Not too surprising. And we're back to grouping. We need a vision control Baron again and probably play to that. Pushing isn't like the most achievable goal we have. What we can do is we can pull Baron turn, force turn if we want. I want to get their vision out of Baron though, so I want to kill this ward. It's kind of hard with Scuttle being killed, so we'll wait. Decent fight. Beautiful E. Sounds dead. Lee Sin's probably gonna go too far, or I'll let him take that. Nice. We want to use numbers advantage for Baron. It looks like it. Wow, we get a pick on Caitlyn just randomly, thanks to Lux. Oh yeah, Jenna's Gathering Storm, so we're at 40 minutes, right? I mean, this is a long playthrough. But Gathering Storm, look at Jin's AD, by the way, and Lux's AP. Their numbers are just insane. 872 AD right now. He's going to go buy IE, and you'll see it jump up almost to 1k. 959. That's nuts. Now, do I finally go split push? Am I finally at the point in this game where I go split push? No. No! Back to the team fight with you. Jeez. How dare you think you're strong enough to contest the Darius in the sideline? And I think it's important to note a lot of players would have spammed, and I think if I were streaming, I think I probably would have spammed split push and died a lot in Inted. It took a lot of focus and a lot of discipline to not int the Elise Ganks top lane. It took a lot of discipline to not try to split push and try to get gold for myself. Found split pushing. My team kind of pings me to go deal with him, but I don't think he's actually a problem. I'm pretty sure he's just kind of trolling. And I'm pretty sure we should just stay here and just try to end the game. But my team is very concerned. So I will recall as they see fit to prevent the 1 in 1,000 Talon ending the game. Actually, I wasn't gonna fight him. I was just gonna run up next to him and kind of dance with him a little bit as we end the game. But yeah, GG. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Really, really hard game. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see y'all next time.